Hi, welcome to Trish TV. I'm Robin Sakura.
And I'm Erica Clash. And welcome to our list of the top 10 most Dragalicious Pokemon.
Alright Erica, what exactly makes a Dragalicious Pokemon?
Well, in addition to having a really Dragalicious look, we're looking for Pokemon that really embody a drag queen, that behave like a drag queen, that have an interesting personality, because you can look like a drag queen, but it's quite a different thing to actually embody one. Pheromone, are you listening? And remember folks, this is just our opinion, so if you have any Dragalicious Pokemon that we left out on the list, please feel free to sound off in the comments.
And while you're down there, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to Trish TV.
In the number 10 spot, Lopunny.
When Generation 4 came out, Lopunny was one of the first Pokemon that I really wanted on my team. Because she's thick.
But she's only a normal type though, that's kind of why she's low on the list. She's not really that special. Like, she is padded for the gods, I can say that much. And her hair is braided. She's a cultural appropriation queen.
That's cultural appropriation. She has coverage moves too as a normal type that you typically do want to have on her.
Like what? Tell me.
Like High Kick. Which is such a drag queen move.
Which is such a drag queen
move. Which is like, whoa, High Kick. If
she is the Kennedy Davenport of Pokemon.
I would tip it. I would give her $1. And our number 9 spot is Vespiquen.
Now Vespiquen is one of those Pokemon that is really, really hard to book. She's hard to get a hold of these days.
If she didn't cost more than like 10 jars of honey and like maybe 2 weeks to book, we've all had a hard time trying to get this queen to our party.
She's always late. She never has her music in on time. Vespiquen, in the original game that it premiered in, Diamond and Pearl, you had to wait for like 24 hours, put some honey on a tree, and see if maybe a female Combee will show up. She's very elusive. She does have a beautiful cinched waist like Miss Violet Chachki, and she has a beautiful skirt. She actually has baby Combee in her skirt.
No way. That's a reveal.
Lee Bowery performance at Wigstock.
Yes.
Where she has the baby in her skirt. Legend.
Her signature move is Power Jump.
So she likes to stone her enemies and her looks, mama.
That was a lot of spit in that one.
I know. In our number 8 spot, we have Florges. You know what, I have to say, X and Y is probably the weakest entry for me in all of Pokemon. Just because it seemed a little bit generic, but Florges was one of the perfect ways to introduce us to the fairy type. That bitch, her hair is laid. Royalty in the Kalos region would hire Florges, I don't know, to do their gardens. So not only is she a fierce, sickening drag queen, but she is the perfect gay gardener. But you know what, we love Florges. She's looking good, feeling Florges. She didn't quite make the top 5 on our list, just because there are a few that are a little bit more memorable than Miss Girl.
I just got her name. Alright, twerking it in at number 7, we have Salazzle.
So Salazzle is one of my favorite Pokemon from Generation 7, and a lot of that has to do with the unique typing, but it's also a polygamous Pokemon. It lives with a bunch of male Salandit, and they all get her pregnant all at the same time.
And that means they have a lot of backup dancers, honey.
They have a lot of backup dancers. That means Salazzle has a lot of people picking up her tips after her number, helping her with her suitcase. Oh my goodness.
If you really look at Salazzle's like concept art, Anaconda is playing in the background of Salazzle's concept design.
And also, people can actually make perfume out of her poisonous gases.
She just puts a little bit of poison on her wrist and she takes your tips.
That's right,
It gives you the whole experience.
In our number 6 spot, Bruxish. I actually did do a Bruxish look about 2 years ago, which was really fun, with a photographer called Preston Burford in New York.
Yeah, I can really appreciate Bruxish because Bruxish has a very Dragalicious in a sense that she's beat for the gods. That contour is amazing. She's got blue eyelashes. She's very like avant-garde. It looks like she went to Palette Town. She just took a makeup palette and she went to Palette Town, girl.
What I really love about Bruxish is that she has a flower on top of her head that she uses to stun prey with psychic energy. So she is a shade queen. And she knows how to use her teeth when it's time. What else do we love about Bruxish?
Well, she's fish.
She is fish, y'all.
Girl, she's fish. Alright, at the number 5 slot we have Alolan Dugtrio.
Oh my goodness, this was such a gag when it first got leaked, right before Sun and Moon came out. Alolan Dugtrio with the trashiest shake and go wigs we have ever seen. There's like one kind of like bowl cut, like Trixie Mattel bowl cut, and then there's like one really long, luxurious one, and then it's kind of like a shoulder length too, right?
It's kind of like the evolution of a wig reveal.
So actually, Alolan Dugtrio's hair is actually strands of steel that have been thinned out into like a hair-like structure.
The only thing she needs to work on though is her nose contour.
Yeah, that's the one thing that makes her not quite up to par for us. In our number 4 spot, we have Sarina.
Do you say Sarina?
Sarina.
Sarina?
Sarina. Like sorry.
Sarina's actually my favorite Pokemon from Pokemon Sun and Moon, just because her overall aesthetic is very, very, very quintessential drag.
My only regret is that she's not a fighting type because she does have her signature move, Trop Kick, which sounds like drop kick almost.
Honestly, I really love her design. She has not just thigh-high boots, they go like past her thigh growth.
Yeah, they're like up to her crotch almost. It's sickening.
Up to her poke hoo-ha.
Yeah, it's really sickening. She has this beautiful wave in her hair. She kind of gives me like an Aja feeling almost.
The cool thing about Sarina is the only way that you can evolve her is if you learn the move Stomp.
Oh, interesting.
So she's Stomp. That's stomping.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. At our number 3 spot, we have Gardevoir and Mega Gardevoir.
Now, both deserve recognition on our list because Gardevoir is sickening just on her own. She has a beautiful green bob. She is just one of the most like beloved Pokemon ever. And she's just absolutely classic glamour.
She has 2 looks, obviously, because she has a Mega form. Her regular form is very much like daytime executive realness.
At the beach.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Right, this is you.
In our number 2 spot, we have Jinx. Now, I'm sure many of you were expecting Jinx to be number 1, but she just falls slightly short of being our most Dragalicious Pokemon. But she is still the OG Dragalicious Pokemon, and she is undeniably iconic.
She's that one queen who lives to be like 400 years old, and she's still performing in drag.
She's also that one queen that it took like 3 years to find the right foundation for her. If we remember, like a true queen, Jinx has also had some controversy here and there with her all black skin in the original. They of course have changed it to purple now.
So with Jinx's silhouette and design, it's very reminiscent of 90s drag. Pageant middle parted blonde wig, bright red lipstick. She's got a huge bustier.
Which is like gold plated, right?
Yeah.
That bitch, you know she spent money on that look, mama.
And her gowns touch the floor.
Her gowns do touch the floor. Extra points, Miss Jinx. Jinx is also known in her Pokedex entries, actually prefers to communicate with humans via dance, and she actually gets humans to dance with her. This is me dancing, you guys. So we agree that Jinx is incredibly iconic, but she just got edged out from our number 1 spot on the list. So before we reveal our number 1 pick for the top Dragalicious Pokemon, we want to give some honorable mentions, some Dragalicious Pokemon who didn't quite make our top 10 list.
Gothitelle.
She is the Dragula queen of the Pokemon world. She's actually based on Gothic Lolita fashion, which is a really, really sickening part of it for me. And next, of course, we have Mega Ampharos. Now, other than the hair, they're not the most Dragalicious, which is why they missed the list, but you can't deny that hair is fierce.
Next up, we have Roserade.
So Roserade is kind of giving me like Dorothy Zbornak meets Poison Ivy meets Leslie Jordan as Rock'em Sakura. Next we have Meloetta, one of the mythical Pokemon from Generation 5. And although we love her hair and general concept, her look is a little bit basic. So she's giving me sort of like a fishy Broadway queen.
She literally has a shake and go wig, and she's not padded. She looks sickening, but I just wish she would try harder.
And last but not least, in our honorable mentions, we have
Pheromosa.
Oh, Pheromosa.
Pheromosa is very much like the Naomi Smalls of the Pokemon world.
She is thin.
She's thin. And she has legs for days.
Yeah.
I think in her concept art, she's constantly like crossing her legs.
Yeah. Also in that one scene in Pokemon Sun and Moon, she kicks ass. And we love that.
Our number 1 spot, our most Dragalicious Pokemon is
Milotic.
Now, do you say melodic or melotic?
I say Milotic,
I say
but I feel like it's Milotic.
It's like tomato.
It is tomato, but you know what? We're sure you'll correct us in the comments. She is the evolution of Feebas, which was one of the hardest Pokemon to find back when it debuted in Generation 3. And Feebas was also one of the hardest Pokemon to evolve back in Generation 3.
Milotic definitely has a drag queen storyline. She started off as a booger.
As a booger baby queen.
Booger baby queen, and now she's a heather.
She has beautiful lashes. She has a diva fan at the bottom of her tail. Well, according to Milotic's Ruby Dex entry, she's actually been known to quell bitter feuding between two fighting groups. So she's kind of like me on Dragula. She's beautiful and graceful and powerful in her femininity. She's one of the top Pokemon in competitive. So for all those reasons, Milotic is our #1 most Dragalicious Pokemon.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our video today of our top 10 most Dragalicious Pokemon. Please make sure to subscribe down below, leave a comment, like this video, and you can also follow us on Instagram or Twitter.
That's right. So thank you so much for tuning in, and stay tuned for more sickening, drag, nerdy content.
Catch you later.
Thank you for watching Trish TV. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, please support us on Flipcause. The link's in the description. Bye!